Here is a simplified world map on which I'm going to explain to you the political and social unions of the different nations throughout the world. My personal bias is that of English, British, since that's where I come from, but I'll try and keep that to a minimum. Please also note that this is entirely my own subjective opinion based on what I've read and what's available on the internet right now. The Western Coalition is led by America, Britain, the European nations, and some border regions such as Ukraine, which are currently under a military attack by Russia. Russia is allied with the socialist nations such as North Korea, Iran, Syria, this kind of thing, and we have potential allies in some of the Saudi Arabian or the Kuwaiti and Emirates countries, and also Israel. And it's looking like together they're looking to take on Russia, and Russia's got the help of Iran and Syria and China and North Korea. So it's a bit of an East versus West war. It's kind of reminiscent of the Cold War, but a bit more obvious and a little bit more militarized. And though it doesn't look like it, what we're seeing here is a weapons demonstration on whether the Western stuff that we're supplying to Ukraine can stand up to the stuff that the Soviets are using, or sorry, they're not Soviets, the Russians and the Syrians and the Iranis are using. This could actually lead to a sort of last stand for Russia, provided of course they lose the support of Iran. Makes you think, doesn't it? It's a good job that Israel was set up when it was and where it was, otherwise there'd be absolutely no resistance in that area, and the Islamic fundamentalist nations would be rampant. They'd be rioting, they'd be riotous, and they'd be a massive threat to us, more than they are currently. Also extremely fortuitous that Saudi Arabia are now warming to the United Kingdom, and the United Kingdom are warming to Saudi Arabia. They will be a huge beneficial ally to us. It's clear to me now that if our enemies are strengthening each other, like Putin here with Kim Jong-un, two of the most evil men in the world now in partnership, if they're doing that, then we need to strengthen our allies the way we are in Ukraine. Well, maybe not the way we are in Ukraine, but that kind of thing. We need to put up supplies and we need to put up loyalty to make sure these nations stay strong in the threat that we face. And then once that's dealt with, we can go back to worrying about the usual things, the European Union, the Illuminati, as some people like to call them. But keep in mind, there's always going to be some despot, some maniac that wants to take over the world, and it has to be nations like Britain that stand strong. We've got a king, we've got a democracy, we've got a good economy, we've got good people here, our education and our health are tip-top compared to most of the world. So are our allies. Our allies are strong too, so we need to put our best foot forward here. That just about does it for this week, so yeah, hope you had something to think about. Expect more in the future, and I hope you enjoyed that. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.